I teach you English proverbs. Jack Barnett, 21. What are proverbs? Short sentences drawn from long experience. So says Miguel de Cervantes. He wrote Don Quixote in 1605. Here's Don Quixote here, and here's his servant Sancho Panza. Alright, a proverb. A friend in need is a friend indeed. What? Sometimes you hear of a fair weather friend who will stand by you when everything is fine, but who leaves you when things go wrong. A friend indeed is a friend who will help you when you really need help, and that becomes a proper friend. Another description of a proverb then. Much matter decoded into a few words. This is by Thomas Fuller in 1662. A lot of information decoded into a few words. Here's another proverb. Prevention is better than cure. If you do a lot of sport and are very healthy, then you remain healthy. But if you don't, stopping illness before it starts is better than having to treat it later on with tablets. So prevention is better than cure. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. If you only work, then life lacks balance. What you want to do is to work and relax and come back to work prepared to start again. Jack in this case stands for every man. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the stronger the influence you have. And influence is power. Feed a cold and starve a fever. If you have a cold, then eat. Eat a big meal or eat good food. If you have a fever, then don't eat very much. At least this is what the old proverb says. Feed a cold and starve a fever. A stitch in time saves 9. One stitch at the right time saves you having to do lots of stitches later on. Well, if you see here, if you'd fixed this sock, then you wouldn't have so much work to do. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you darned it, fix something early and save lots of work later on. So, this isn't just talking about socks or repairing. It's talking about all situations. If you repair something early, it'll save you a lot of work later on. If a job is worth doing, it's worth doing well. If you're going to do something, put your best effort into it. If you're giving a task a shot, then give it your best shot. The work will reflect on you. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. It's not really talking about cooking this. This is saying, if your work is too much for you, then give it up. If you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen. An elephant never forgets. When I was 16, I worked at the zoo selling ice cream. The zoo, London Zoo. During the lunch break, I would take a packet of biscuits and go and feed the animals. I remember going to feed the elephant. I gave him all of the packet. He was happy while the biscuits were there, but once they were gone, he squirted water over me. I have never forgotten this. This is said of someone who doesn't forget small things. Well, it was a tiny thing, but the elephant should have been grateful. An elephant never forgets. All's well that ends well. Another proverb. All's well that ends well. You can be shouting, arguing, fighting, but if at the end it ends in peace, then all is well that ends well. Problems are forgotten when everything ends well. The end.